Thank you so much for tuning in. Mr. Mitsubishi here. In today's video, we'll talk about this. I happen to drive this Outlander PHEV for about 1,000 kilometers now. I've spent good amount of time in this car, and I want to talk about it if Outlander PHEV is a good SUV. Now, you probably already know my thoughts on my answer, but in this video, I want to go a little bit in more detail about my personal experience with this vehicle for about 1,000 kilometers, and I want to talk about features that personally, for me, stand out as a very, very good features for the PHEV. Now, two that I'll mention right away is the 20 kilowatt hour battery that gives 62 kilometer range, EV range. Now, it's rated for 62 kilometers in Canada, but you can get more out of it. I last summer personally did tests on what I can squeeze out of a single charge. I managed to get just over 90 kilometers, but that was like no AC, super slow driving, just wanted to make sure I get the most distance. So that's, of course, the most important thing. And the second one that I actually quite like is the mobile app. Now, I gotta say this, I've seen some comments on my YouTube channel and on some blogs and whatnot that the app is glitchy and everything else. I've had nothing but good experience with the app personally. I don't know if they improved it a lot or I just happened to have a very good experience, but I never had any issues with it. So I really like how we can pre-cool the car or heat it up. Right now it's summertime, so I'm always cooling it off so I can set the temperature and the vehicle does its thing. And also I've used a lot of times lock and unlock. I walk towards the car, I don't have my keys in my pocket, I just use my phone, unlock the vehicle, I can get my stuff out, lock the vehicle. So those two features I use all the time, and like I said, my app works fine. Now, leave a comment on any of the stuff that I'm talking about here. We'll see how your app is working and what your features want. And right now, let's dive a little bit deeper in features that I, as a daily user of a PHEV Outlander, use on a daily basis and what I like a lot about this particular Outlander. And here we go, let's check it out in a little bit more detail, and we'll start with the trim level. So this one here is LE trim level. I selected the LE trim level because it has a lot of different features. I really like the interior, and we'll check that out in a second. Now, we already covered the 20 kilowatt hour battery with rated 62 kilometer range, but reality is going to give you more, I think, depending, of course, on how you drive. The mobile app is a fantastic thing. And now the other thing that I really like is super all-wheel control. So all of the PHEVs here in Canada have super all-wheel control, and all-wheel control for me personally always gives me this peace of mind that I have a really good car, I'm safe on the road, and I can roll in confidence. Now, again, all that I'm going to be talking about comes out of personal experience driving the car for about 1,000 kilometers, mostly city, a little bit highway, so mixed driving, mixed feedback on the vehicle, on mixed emotions. So there we go, super all-wheel control. I like it a lot. The other thing that I really enjoy on a daily basis is this keyless entry button. So lock and unlock, as long as you have your key in your pocket, you can lock and unlock with press of a button, and that opens up the door, and there we go. We can see this nice suede interior, and this is what I really, really like about the LE trim level. For me personally, arguably, I would go with this over the leather or just a regular cloth. If I could get these seats put in the GT trim level, I would probably go with that. Nothing wrong with those GT seats at all, but I really, really like this suede interior. This one also has sunroof with a closed down shade. Now, I close the shade because, you know, it's too hot. Otherwise, I feel like, you know, the sun is beaming on my head too much. So I close it down when it's too hot. I open it up when it's gloomy day to get more sunlight in it. So I really like the interior, very good interior. As we sit in the side, we can see a few more things that I like. Now, with LE trim level, it's Canadian spec, LE trim level, we get 9-inch screen, so this screen is very big and good. So let's fire up the vehicle. I want to show you a few more things. Now, I wouldn't mind to have some head-up display and options like that, but you know, on LE it's not a possibility, and I can live with that. Absolutely, my favorite thing is this energy flow chart. Oops, I guess I need to refuel. So you can see I'm out of fuel, I'm out of electricity charge. I definitely need to charge up both gas and electricity here, but I really like this energy flow chart. when I drive, it shows me what I'm doing. It shows me that I'm going from battery to wheels, or engine to wheels, or engine to battery, then to wheels. So this is very, very cool. I like this a lot, and the quality of this screen is very, very good. So this is definitely my favorite part. I don't have these wheels. I wish I had these wheels, but you know, don't have them, so be it. Now, other couple cool things about it is it does have these like EV driving helpers, so to speak. So you have this selector that you can shift all over to driving mode, and if you want to be super, you know, economy conscious, you can put the eco mode. I always leave it on the default, the normal mode. Then you also have this button right here, which is one pedal drive. So how that works is, if your one pedal drive is on, it acts almost as a gas and the brake at the same time. The second you release your foot off the brake, of the gas, the vehicle brakes, and you have the feeling that you're like, you know, you're using only one pedal when you're driving. And of course, we do have the EV selector. We can prioritize EV driving if we have enough charge. If you don't have the charge, like I right now don't have the charge, then you gotta figure something out here. So also we have these paddle shifters for regenerative braking, and that is also a good thing. When you go down the hill, the vehicle is gonna, you know, you can adjust how it brakes and captures all that energy. By the way, all this I've covered in my YouTube channel as well, a little bit in detail. So if you want to see more videos about it, you can definitely check them out a little bit more. Now, here's a few more things that I really, really like about this vehicle. It is a 7-seater, just in case, but I've never actually used that third row. But what I have used many, many times is the kick motion activation. So for the tailgate open and close, what it does, again, you just have to have your keys in your pocket. As you approach the vehicle, you do this kick motion underneath the bumper, and the sensors pick up and they open the door. Now, don't slide, it's got to be a kick motion. So it's geared towards kick motion. So sometimes, you know, people slide and then they say, oh, it doesn't work. But if you do it properly, the system has never failed on me. Once you use that, then you're super conveniently can put your groceries or bags or whatever you have with you. Now, my trunk is probably not the tidiest at the moment. I have the charger laying around. I have the regular mats because I have the rubber mats inside. Now, this is the third row, and here's another really, really good thing I like about the third row. The seat, you can choose, it's a one-piece seat like this. Let's maybe remove this a little bit out, the cargo cover, so we can see it. So there are several ways how you can have the seat. So you can have it like this. You can fold it up like that when you have the you know, the passengers and whatnot, and you can also make the surface like really flat. I can't really show right now because I'm holding the camera, but then you can make it totally flat as well. So my favorite position is this one here, because then I can put all the groceries bags here, there, everywhere. And we also have these nice little utility hooks. Again, with your grocery bags or gym bags, whatever, you put them here, you hang them right there, and the stuff is not gonna, like, you know, wobble all over the place. Very, very good. And you know what, like, these little things actually are what matters on your daily drives, your daily life. It's very, very important to have. Now, I want to close it again. I can do the kick motion. That's it. So the trunk is closed and off I go in the vehicle. And I really like those things. So these things are really, really what makes my life easier with the car, what I do appreciate it a lot. So just to recap very, very quickly, as a daily driving features that I really appreciate, that really help me. I really like the big battery with 60+ kilometer range. I really like the mobile app, the super all-wheel control, keyless entry, interior, nice seats, energy flow chart, sunroof, a 9-inch screen. I like these EV driving helpers, so the selector, regenerative braking, innovative pedal on one pedal drive, kick motion activation, and that third row seat that you can flip it, flop it the way you want it. You can adjust it for yourself. So again, thank you so much for checking out this video. I hope it helps. Very nice Outlander, very nice trim level. It's one of my favorites, the LE. We'll see. Next time, maybe I'll drive something else for 1,000 kilometers, and then we'll see what I think about different trim levels. So thank you so much for checking out this video, and see you next time around.